So today is a farewell video. Lockach Chippy in Liverpool 8 on Warwick Street is closing its doors as of the 4th of April 2025 after serving the community for over 60 years. Now this was my childhood chippy and I've done a video on it in the past, and in my opinion the best fish and chips in Liverpool bar none. So the meal I got when I first went in that shop as a child was a small fish dinner, and Eddie still serves them to this day. Now I plan to go down today to say goodbye to Eddie and also get one last meal of a small fish dinner. So I'm going to do this just like I done it back in the day when I was a kid and walk to the Chippy. So I'm just walking through an area just by Grafton Street where I grew up, and just behind me was the Leighton View, Club and Heights, and all this used to be football pitches. These houses that you see just there in the background, they still remain to this day. However, it's just modernised kind of swings, if you want to call it now. So I'm just going to walk down Upper Man Street and then onto Lockhart Chippy. So I've just had a little walk around the block because he wasn't quite ready. The BBC are already here by the looks of it. There's a guy I recognise off the telly, off the news, so hopefully I can get some footage inside.
Best around. So it's like a fish cake with a sandwich. Yeah, it's very nice. But if you want to know around here, it doesn't. He doesn't know Saturday. Yeah, he's not a bit of one. Shake off not going to be a set. Well, it could be. No, next year. No, we don't do it again now. Me and Paddy go watch the game.
Right, so that was a bit of a weird one. The BBC, well, I've just done 2 interviews there for the BBC. The reporter called Andy Gill. So yeah, I basically told him that first meal I ever got from Lockhart Chippy, spin that round, was a small fish dinner, and it was only right that I ended with a small fish dinner as well. I ordered this and then I had to wait for the BBC because they were interviewing Eddie, so I had to wait for them to finish, and then my mate texted me, "Thanks for coming down, Lammy." He was coming down for some fish cakes, so I'm going for him. And I was going to take this home and air fry it, but I thought, you know what, come to this nice spot of High Park Street. Oh, that fish. Wow. I forgot to ask Eddie for a bigger fork. So I've got 2 wooden ones. And yeah, I was trying to remember how old I was. I said to the BBC, I think it was like 10 or 12, I can't remember. But I first got my first meal from there, small fish dinner. Oh, and a can of cherry coke as well. Small fish dinner, and we always used to get the same meal. Me and me mate would go there, but we wouldn't buy a drink from there. We'd walk up to Jono's, because at the time Jono's sold really small cans of Pepsi and Coke, and we thought they were quite cool, 15 pence each. So we'd save getting a drink from Lockhart, and we'd walk up and get a can. And it just took me right back to my childhood. It tastes amazing, absolutely amazing. So it was a bit of a bit of an awkward moment there. I can't fucking believe this. So I was waiting for the BBC to finish, so I could say to Eddie, you know, thanks for everything, mate, goodbye, and good luck for the future. And I turned around, and that Andy Gill was standing there, and I said, and also, thanks to Andy Gill from the BBC for interviewing me, and I put my fist out So fist pump him, and he just went like that. Just proper swerved. So I cut it out because it was quite embarrassing, but thinking about it now, it was quite funny. I think, looking back at the footage, I think because I was filming, he just gave a wave to like people on the channel, but I thought it was quite funny. Oh my God. So yeah, 2 interviews. One was a radio one, and one was for the telly. I don't even watch telly no more. Oh, I can't stop laughing at that. So I'm not going to eat all this because I'll take the remainder home. I've just said to Lammy there, I'm gonna take this home in an air fryer because I thought it was cold, but it was still quite warm. Also, as well, 2 guys just come into Chippy. I forgot to get your names, but one of them was like, I watch your videos, and his mate was going, all he watches is YouTube, and dead sound people like, but it was quite funny because, cheers, everyone who turned up to get some food on the last day was like, oh no, is that the telly? And anyone who walked in that Chippy got approached. And I didn't mind because Eddie said, pardon me, he's got a YouTube channel and he does, you know, occasional food videos. Pardon me. So I was like, sound, I'll do an interview and I'll plug my channel. So, yeah, I'll have to watch the news tonight, see if it's on there. I should have asked him, really. But yeah, I remember that fella from Granada Report days. I asked him before, he said he left about 12 or 13 years ago. And he was, I think he was just solely on Granada Report, which is the one I think that used to be on at 6 o'clock, I don't know. But yeah, fantastic. I was hoping a couple of people who knew from around the area would show up, but no, there's a couple of people who my dad knew and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, that is, even though it's been sat in that tray. So let's say I ordered it at, say, I was one of the first people in there because I thought I'll get down there because I've got a lot to do today and I've got to also get back and get to work tonight. So I got down there slap bang at 11 o'clock. First person seen was Andy Gill. And I was like, I know your face, you're off the telly. Yeah, you know. So, and that's when Eddie said, you know, he's got a channel like. So I was like, whatever, Sam, I'll do an interview. It is always weird when the camera's in your face and it's not you're not in control basically, and you've got to watch what you say because, you know, it's going on the telly now. So yeah, what a mad day. So I also got one of the famous fish cakes, and there was quite a few reporters in there and they were saying about the fish cakes, and I said, well, just go and get one. I said, there's no point in standing there going, oh, they look lovely. Go and get one. And I'm just going to take a little bite of this because I'm going to take it home. Oh my God. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Oh my God. I have never tasted, you know, that one in Nedley was nice, but this, there's a couple of fellas in there then, yeah, joking, saying like, are you going to give us the recipe, Eddie? But yeah, it's a shame, but you know, we've all got to retire somewhere, and you know, that Chippy has served the area for the last 60 plus years, so you know, it's only right that young Eddie enjoys his retirement and leaves behind a legacy which, in my opinion, will never be matched.
Never. Just thinking back there when I was standing there, just, you know, speaking to a few people. Let me just get that. You know, my camera's actually balanced on my wallet because my tripod's being a bitch. I was just looking back at Warwick Street and the memories just come flooding back when we used to make a makeshift go-kart called a steery out of wood, some pram wheels, and we'd push each other from the top by Jono's Butchers and we would zoom down Warwick Street as fast as we could, and we had a little crappy brake on the back which never worked. I'm not going to mention no names on camera, but yeah, a good mate of mine lived on Warwick Street at the time. I haven't seen it for many years. I was hoping it's going to turn up today, but might look around the area. But yeah, so many memories around that place. Lockhart's, Jono's. It's going to be sad as well when Jono's finally packs in. And if anyone's wondering, yes, I have got a bottle of one of the strongest air fresheners you can get, which is a Sevi Ocean Breeze, that Spanish kind of stuff. So that was a bit unexpected. So obviously when I got there, the BBC were there and I recognised some guy from the telly. Mr. Andy Gill used to work with Granada Reports. So he overheard me saying to Eddie, the meal I'm going to get today is the first meal I got when I was a child, which was a small fish dinner. So he approached me and said, do you mind doing a little interview? So I am going to appear on the BBC somewhere. I'll try and get a clip of it up, but yeah, small interview, just saying that I grew up around the area and I used to frequent the Chippy quite a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, I hope it comes across well on camera, because it's all right me filming people, but when the camera's in your face and it's not your domain, it's a little bit awkward. So I hope I've come across quite well. So yeah, so that was Lockhart's Chippy, sadly closing. And Eddie's just said there that it's going to get taken over in about 3 to 4 weeks by someone else. Hopefully it will remain a traditional fish and chip shop, but that remains to be seen. So Eddie, if you're watching, good luck with your retirement, my friend. All the best for the future and your family. So Eddie, my first meal and my last meal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Good luck with your retirement as well.
Thank you. I'll still see you on YouTube.
Yeah, keep watching, don't forget. Yeah. And as always, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.